I'm Jamie from ESL Teacher 365. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 4 different ways that you can teach English in Spain. The first and probably most popular way to teach in English is to work as a language assistant. So, what is a language assistant? A language assistant is a native speaker that's placed in a Spanish school and is there to help them with a native speaker accent, grammar, vocabulary, and also to share culture. So we can talk about our holidays, our cultural traditions, things like that. I did 2 different English language assistant programs. The first one was through UCETAM, and it was actually in conjunction with my master's program at the University of Alcalá. The second program was the government program, and this one is quite popular. So some of the advantages of working as an English assistant are the flexibility and the opportunity to get to know Spain and get to know if you even like teaching English. So I recommend this program for people who have just finished their degree, or maybe they're changing careers and they're looking for a year to do something a little bit different. Depending on your program, you may be working 12 hours a week, 16, 18, 24 hours a week, something like that. So you're going to have a bit of flexibility to go and get to know other parts of Spain and other parts of Europe. In one of the programs that I did, we only taught 4 days a week. So we had a 3-day weekend every week. This is a great opportunity to travel, work on your Spanish, or if you want to make some money, you can always teach private lessons on the day that you have off. Some of the disadvantages actually have to do with your luck. So if you were lucky to be placed in a nice school with great teachers and awesome students, that's not always the case. I had a pretty good school in both of my programs. The kids in general were pretty good, and some of the teachers I worked really well with, whereas some of the other ones kind of treated me like a babysitter and would just leave me with their class and walk out and do I don't know what, but it can really be luck of the draw. So if you're willing to take that chance, maybe you'll be lucky, maybe you won't. To be an English language assistant, you're going to need a student visa. So this visa you're going to need to get in your home country before you arrive to Spain. So I'm sure you're wondering, how much money can you make doing this? Well, for the government program, you usually get around 1,000 euros a month for working 16 hours a week. For the other program that I did, it was at a charter school. So some of the money is provided by the government, some of the money is provided by the parents. For that one, because I did it in conjunction with my master's program, I only got half of my salary the first year because the other half went to pay for the master's. But the second year, I made around 1,500 euros a month. Since I did the program in 2011 to 2013, that's actually gone down. So it's around 1,300 euros a month if you're working 26 hours a week. Another way to teach English in Spain is to teach at an international school. But for this one, you actually have to be a certified teacher. So I studied to be a Spanish teacher in the United States, and I ended up teaching kindergarten and 1st grade in an American school in Madrid. To work in an international school, you're going to need a work visa. So you need to be sponsored by your school, and they usually help you with all of the paperwork. Some of the advantages of working at an international school are, if you're an actual teacher, it's a great way to get to know a country but still be doing what you're trained to do. I really liked it because I was only responsible for one class, so I got to know those kids very, very well. Some of the disadvantages of teaching English in an international school are that you have a lot of responsibility. So I had to communicate with parents, I had to create the curriculum for pretty much everything except for reading and math. Another way that you can teach English in Spain is as a camp counselor. So I worked at an English immersion summer camp for 2 summers in Spain. So just like any summer camp job, you're going to have some positives and negatives. The positives are you're getting paid to have a lot of fun with the kids. You're doing different activities like arts and crafts, sports, music, theater, and watching movies, having campouts, things like that. So it's a lot of fun. But of course, like every summer camp, it's long hours and the pay is not great. Another disadvantage is the visa situation. So I was the only American working at the camp, and that's because I needed a work visa. So luckily, because I was already working at the international school, I already had work papers. They were able to get me a work visa quite easily. But if you're planning on just showing up in Spain and working at a summer camp, it's going to be quite difficult. Thanks for watching today's video. Please check the description box down below for blog posts with more details about each program. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and happy teaching! If you want more videos about teaching abroad and teaching online, then please subscribe to my channel.